too bright outside, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, feel so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Looking for last week's top plays winner? We're posting those on social. Follow us at NBA2K_2KTV.
And for those of you on Gen 5, did you know you can check out 2KTV anywhere in the city via your in-game mobile phone?
Waiting for Got Next? Hang out with us. Get some game tips, catch up on community events.
That's right. It's everything you love about 2KTV right at your fingertips.
We'll see you there, and we'll see you here next week. Every Friday, we're dropping a new episode at 4 p.m. Pacific.
Till then, enjoy some NBA 2K.
Bye.
One of the best, the lively and colorful Riverwalk. Just part of what makes San Antonio such a great town. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Gordon Hayward.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season, and now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, you may recall that in 2014, the Spurs played maybe the three most perfect games in finals history. With passing and three-point shooting, they vanquished the Heat and inspired a new wave. Brett Brown, who was then a Spurs assistant, said Greg Popovich had a name for it: summertime. As in, the game's flowing, good shot to great one, and there it is. It's summertime. Kevin?
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Ante Graham is out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. And for San Antonio, DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. Then it's DeRozen, then it's Johnson, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Got a piece of it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Rozier for 3. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Count that bucket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
White the pass to Pirtle. Back to White. From outside the arc. No good that time. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's DeRozen. He's coming off a 28-point game against Charlotte.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here's Zeller. Rebound by Murray.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's Zeller. And another 3 for Charlotte.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Knocked away and stolen by Hayward.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Man, I ain't been the same since. Better love him while you here, that's just my 2 cents. No. Engines, don't care. Now I'm counting cash like I'm big, I'm just playing defense. Get out the way. I'm getting rich, counting up on my grip. Like this is good. Always been never been a legit. Always had a fly fit, always had a little grip.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. In third, the Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
To the wing right side.
That's good awareness from DeRozen. Spots the open man, That speaks to his all-around game.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And this time of year, Steve, is when we see a lot of players start to lose their edge. A lot of games in the rearview mirror, but the playoffs are still a ways off.
Well, Kevin, for the great teams, this is when you snap into more focus. This is the time of year to get into the postseason mode. Usually those teams and players that fall off, they're usually on losing teams.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
Good on both. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
It's a testament to their character. They never gave up and fought their way back into it. They have to be happy with that at least.
Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Pass to Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. He goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
And the basket by Rozier.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Murray kicks to White. Now the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Here's Graham, poked loose, and stolen by Murray. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. Murray's got 6 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hornets shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And that one falls for Graham. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously, there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positives from the standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time as far as social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media. You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Graham with the bucket. He's got 10.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Chalk up 2 there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Murray the pass to Pinch. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And that's a little lack of fight
at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Murray. Birtle with the ball. Graham defending. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. White, good.
Quick and decisive on the catch and shoot. I like White's approach there.
Graham from outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
This is the potential DeJounte Murray has. When he's feeling it, he can shoulder the offense.
3-pointer, Graham. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And so it's DeRozen. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 9-point game. It's good. Murray's got 14 points.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
In one area, I don't think DeRozen gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozen is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozen has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
A different look now for San Antonio. Eubanks is checked in, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Johnson. And some changes here for the Hornets. On its way from Monk for 2. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Hornets lead by 9.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Walker, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
3-pointer, Martin gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Murray, the pass to DeRozen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozen, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
DeRozen, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
He hits the second from the line. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
On its way from Monk for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Monk's got 6 points.
And just solid overall instincts offensively for Monk. He knows exactly when to pull up, especially when the D isn't in his jersey. Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Spurs trail by 8. And here's Walker. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Hornets on defense now.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Bridges. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
On the jam by Rudy Gay.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. On its way from Monk for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Monk's got 10 points. Mills passes to Gay. Back to Mills. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Monk. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Spurs. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. Miles with a wide-open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Spurs.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Bridges inside the three-point line. And Charlotte again with the bucket. 1:15 left to play in the first. To the left side wing. Mills passes to Gay. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gay's got 7 points in the game.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Spurs trail by 11. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. And so here's Charlotte. Here's Biyombo. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Hornets lead by 13. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Passes it to Gay. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Monk's shot's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And the pass to Mills. And the 3 off target. Martin goes in. 2 points. That one goes.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
And so it's San Antonio with it. And a wide open look for Walker. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Here's Monk. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hornets on top. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Charlotte leading by 13. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Miles Bridges. And there's Monk, and it's Martin in at the 3 spot.
I tell you, Monk can fill it up in a hurry. Well, once he gets on fire, the D knows they're going to be in for a long night.
Here's Mills. After the basket by Charlotte. Gay with it. Bridges covering. Mills can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Martin penetrating. That shot no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Buries it from 3-point range. Mills has got his second bucket of the night.
And though he's become a more complete player, Patty Mills' calling card is still the deep ball.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. B.J. Washington comes in for Biyombo. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Martin. Spurs trail by 12. Mills with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Puts it up from 15. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gay's got 11 points.
And boy, I'll tell you, from mid-range, Rudy's shot mechanics look effortless.
Graham with the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 12.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They get it back. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Free throw good from Washington. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
His passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And stolen by Graham. That one's not going to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Pass to Mills. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Hayward. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Charlotte again missing.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Rozier. Following the basket by Derek White.
Quick off the floor. White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Johnson. Here's Graham. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Now here's Mills. Defense right on him.
Aggressive with the dribble. Patty puts the D on his heels. Then with the stop and pop.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. 2 shots. And that one falls for Graham.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A different look now for San Antonio. DeRozen comes in for Lyles, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. He's perfect from the line this time. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Murray, here we go. It's tipped. Now, here's Washington. DeRozen defending. Washington, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And San Antonio has possession, following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to DeRozen, 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, the Hornets pull it in. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That team is a little road-weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second Finds the open man. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And they pick up 2. Graham's got 28.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
White the pass to Murray. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And the Hornets call time here.
The numbers here for DeRozen. He's getting around 20 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Passes it to White. Buries it down low. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
And it's Graham missing.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Murray outside. Outside DeRozen. And it's blocked. Here's Washington. He's got 9. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Here's Graham, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And that one falls for Graham. Both shots good from the stripe.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Murray following the score by Charlotte. And there's the pass to DeRozen. Shoots over Washington. And DeRozen at the basket on the assist by Murray. DeRozen's got 7 now in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And San Antonio has possession following the bucket by the Hornets. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hornets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. They trail by 14. And stolen by Zeller. Graham surveying the floor. Misses the 3. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Johnson and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Graham from outside. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Gay's checked in for Johnson. The Hornets also changing it up. Biombo, he's checked in for Washington. Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Martin subbed in for Devontae Green. Here's Rozier. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that three-point line. Yeah, and when you're hit, you got to hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Inside, and DeRozen at the basket on the assist by Murray. DeRozen's got 14 points for the game.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Defensively, teams worry about Rozier's speed, so when he pulls up off the bounce, he usually gets a good look.
And it's White missing. Charlotte leading by 16. Here's Zeller. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He has 7. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Gay. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
DeRozen's shot is off. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Bridges. Here's Zeller. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Count it, good. Rozier's got 7 now in this quarter.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte. Malik Monk comes in for Rozier. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Charlotte. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And checking out Charlotte, they've made such fantastic progress this season. To see them so close to the top of the standings at this stage, what a surprise.
Well, it's not surprising to them. Since day one of this season, these players and coaches have said they view themselves as one of the league's top teams, and it looks like they're right there. The veteran guard, Patty Mills, has spent the majority of his career with the Spurs. Mills is a fantastic weapon off the bench, working over that in-between area. Defenses now have a hard time shutting that down.
Mills dishes to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the basket is good. Walker's got 6.
And with Mills, no doubt his biggest talent, I think, is his outside shooting.
Yeah, we know it. He's going to stop beyond that arc and pull up. Every now and then he'll drive it. He's been a great sharpshooter in his career. He knows what he's about, and he brings that energy night in and night out.
Here's Mills, following the basket by Malik Monk. It's Martin on the wing. 8 points for him. Wasted no time on that one. Martin's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Outside, Walker. Here's Vassell, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They get it back. Zeller. It's deflected. Pass to Mills. Tipped away. Walker against Martin. Makes it off the glass. And that's 13 points for Martin.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
And here's Mills for 3. And so it's Charlotte in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Devontae Graham. He had 38 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench. That's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, what's your take on San Antonio so far?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Devontae Graham, what a contribution.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got DeRozen. Rudy Gay is out there with Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Johnson in at small forward. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half.
With a full head of steam in the open floor, there aren't many ways to stop DeRozen from scoring.
Three-pointer, Graham. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson, the pass to Pirtle, and the shot goes in. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Graham from outside. And the Hornets miss again.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Murray, good.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Now here's Graham. Good on the triple. Graham's got 41.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Murray against Graham. And stolen by Graham. The finish. And finished off by Graham.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Poked loose and stolen by Graham. Here's Rozier, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 15 points in the game.
The more of those mid-range jumpers Rozier hits, the more the passing lanes will open up for him.
They grab their own miss. Gay can't get it to go. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. Here's Hayward. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in.
One shot.
From skinny college freshman to NBA All-Star. Quite the transformation for Gordon Hayward.
Poked away. San Antonio again turning it over. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Washington, and the three ball is good. Washington's got 14.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You look at Devontae Graham. What a contribution.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
Check out some of the numbers for White. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Now, here's DeRozen. 16 points for him.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. To the paint, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by the Hornets.
Here's Graham. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Graham's got 45 points. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Murray, the pass to DeRozen. Over Washington. And DeRozen with the basket on the assist by Murray.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Graham, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Graham. And he makes both free throws. For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And it's good for 2.
Love the mid-range game of Derek White. He's dialed in from that area.
Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Johnson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Count the basket. Rozier's got 19 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray kicks to White. Back to Murray. Passes it to Pirtle. Now Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Wide open look here for Murray. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
This just comes from repetition. Murray's put a lot of extra hours in the gym, catching and firing.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Johnson dishes to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And yes, it's good. He's got 21. And so it's San Antonio with it. To the inside. White, good.
Love how Derek plays the game. Catches fire quick when he's getting to his spots.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And the Spurs with some changes. Eubanks is checked in, and Walker's subbed in for White. The Hornets also changing it up. Biombo is checked in for Cody Zeller. Bridges comes in for Washington. And Monks subbed in for Rozier. Graham with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Murray. Softly drops in the floater. Murray's got 29 in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
It's good.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Murray outside. Back to Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
First one falls for him. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Mills, he's checked in for Murray. And so Walker nails both of them. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
One shot.
And that one misses. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. DeRozen with it. Now defended by Hayward. And it's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with.
And the dunk by Graham.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And DeRozen kicks to Pirtle. Now here's DeRozen. 18 points for him. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. DeRozen's got 20 points.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area. A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Walker. And here is Pirtle. 10 points for him. And here's Mills for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The former second rounder, Patty Mills, first made it in this league because of the deep range.
Monk. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Mills. He's got 13 to the middle. Here's Eubanks. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Basket counts. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
And that's where the added muscle Hayward has put on during his career comes into play. So effective in combating an aggressive defense.
Shot's good by Walker.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Here's Bridges. Biombo, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. San Antonio's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. The pass to DeRozen. They get the rebound. That one goes. Count it. He's got 12.
Well, he's done his part, no doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Here's Hayward. Eubanks grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
They get it again. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And the shot goes in. Bridges has got his second basket.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Here's DeRozen. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
On its way from Monk for 2. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Biombo's got his 3rd bucket of the night. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
On its way from Monk for 2. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Mills with it. He's got 13. And it's Biombo with the rebound. Biombo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot by Monk is no good. Spurs shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Pirtle. Wide open. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Textbook form from Pirtle, getting room to shoot from the mid-range and nailing the shot.
Here's Monk. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. 1:21 left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen by Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
It's stolen by Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Now here's Mills. Pass to DeRozen. Over Hayward. And DeRozen at the basket on the assist by Mills. DeRozen's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Graham, and Graham throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's DeRozen. 26 points for him. To the wing on the left. Down low. And that one's good. Eubanks got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The shot by Monk is no good. San Antonio's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Eubanks. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Eubanks got 6 here in this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's DeRozen. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And Gabe with the second chance points. He's got 17.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran move by a guy who knows how to create scoring opportunities.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hornets ahead, running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Can't forget about the boards. If we don't go to bodies, they're going to be at the rim all night.
And pretty unsurprising there, Greg Popovich reminding his guys to block out, play fundamental basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you work so hard at everything else. You have to finish the defense. It would be a crime to give up those extra possessions.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, they've got Martin. Miles Bridges is out there with Washington. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Yep, it counts. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. That's tipped. San Antonio again turning it over.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
San Antonio making a switch here. Summonich just checked in. Now here's McDaniels. Got that one up quick.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Passes it to Gay. Shoots over Bridges. No good from Gay. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Simonic. He's covered by Washington.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Knocked loose.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wiles kicks to Jones. Gay right side. They can't stop the run with that one. The Hornets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Bridges shot. Good.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Unloads from 13. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the inside, Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Charlotte.
Here's McDaniels. Here's Bridges. They get the rebound. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Now the pass to Vassell. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Bridges shot. Good.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
To the paint. Here's Lyles. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Number 22, Martin. Rozier.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Vassell, covered by Martin. Jones, no one around him. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Martin missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Simonic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Simonic has got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
And it's Rozier missing. And San Antonio shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
That's good from Gay. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure with Cheryl Miller.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It's nice to see Rozier being the aggressor, dictating the action, putting the defender on defense.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Now Lyles. Pass to Simonic. And it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Martin with the bucket.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Here's Simonic. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 21.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Lets it go from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
And good that time. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rozier against Jones. And the Hornets call time here. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes his leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
Derek White's checked in for San Antonio. Puts it up off the inbound, and the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 14 points here in the second half.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Here's Vassell, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Well, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the basket by Rozier.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
The Hornets shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. It's good. Here's Samanic. Knocks it loose. Rozier with the steal. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Rozier's got 31 points.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Here's Samanic. And it's denied.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
From 20 feet out. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Hornets score.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Here's Martin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's Vassell. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
San Antonio making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Here's Richards. And it's White with the rebound. White's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Samanic. Here's Eubanks. And he dunks it down.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Rozier. Another shot. And no good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And the way that White attacks, I love how he asserts himself and takes it to the rim.
Here's Rozier. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Rozier's got 33. The Spurs shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Outside, Jones passes it to Eubanks, and that one drops.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Well, here you sit, Smitty, at the broadcast table. Is there anything you notice about the game now that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Yes, Kevin. I mean, seriously, I did not know how much Kevin Harlan ate between games and during games. It is unreal. The before, the during, and after. You are a champ, Kevin, to be able to eat that much and to do your job.
Hornets shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Here's Martin, and Charlotte again with the bucket. And here are the Spurs. There's the double team with Martin to the right side. Connects from three-point range. Samanic has got 7 now in this quarter.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Here's Monk. Again, the Hornets score.
And it takes a lot to shake Monk off his game. Even if you surround him, he just seems to find a way to score.
Jones, the pass to White. There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Jones looking for an opening. And White kicks to Jones. No good from outside. And the Hornets call time here. They're up by 36. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I need the money, I need it. Gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes the dubs. I put that on everything that I love. Need a dub. That's on that thing I love. Put that on my auntie and my son. I need the money, I need it, love son. I put that on everything that motivating, paying, chasing, working like Jamaican. If you see me on the phone, it's business, not no cake. Quit a 6-figure job, why? Cause I'm not patient. Need that money right now, need what Buffett make it. Man, live their life like dreams. 5-star cuisine, need that new whip like jeans. G-star the jeans and my chick passing in. Flex star 15, flex star 15. I need the money, I need it, love time. Put that on everything that I love. Hundreds and fifties and sometimes.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Devontae Graham.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Monk with the ball, working on Jones. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Basket good.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Baseline try. Monk's shot's good. Monk's got 39.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Bucket is good. Monk's got 41.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.